Hi everyone, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I'm gonna show you my newly created 2D game. Actually, this is a very simple game and it runs based on your web browser. So you can call it a web game simply in simple terms. So as you can see, this is the main interface or the starting interface of our game. And you can start playing the game by simply doing a slight tap on this click button like this. So it carries you to your playing interface or gaming interface. This is a game interface. So here you can see our scorecard here, and this is the animated character. So we are using the animated character throughout the whole process or throughout the gameplay. And as I told you, this is a very simple game. So it contains a very minute or small number of um, controllers. So we are using enter key to make this animated character move forward, and we are using the space bar or space key to make it jump. So we are using enter key to make this animated character move forward, and we are using the space bar or space key to make it jump. So what happens in this game is that uh, we have to make this animated character run continuously through this game, uh, avoiding the obstacles come along his way. So we have to use the space bar or jump option to skip those obstacles, and we have to continue its run or continue its run. So um, I have to say that I haven't added more difficulty levels or levels throughout this game, and there's no specific end to this level unless our animated character got struck or hit onto an obstacle or a flame coming towards his way. So let's see. I'm pressing the enter key here to move it forward. You can hear the sound. We have sound tracks. By pressing you can make the jump and skip the relevant obstacle. And you can see our card is updated like this. What happens is when we hit by a obstacle. So you can see it dies, our animated character dies like this, and it displays that game is over, and it displays our score here at the scorecard. And by simply give a slight click on this try again button, you can play the game again. That means this try again button reloads the game to its initial position like this to the starting menu or starting interface. So that's all about the gameplay, and let's take a look at the code behind the whole procedure. So this is the code, and I have to say that I have mainly used 3 files to write the code: a HTML file, a CSS file, and a JavaScript file. So that means in simple terms, I have used 3 languages: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And I have used VS Code or Visual Studio Code as my text editor or editor to write this code, and it helped me a lot during the process of writing the code here VS Code. And at the left side, you can see all the resources that I used uh, for the sake of writing the code: different audio tracks, images, files, and so on. So I'm not hoping to give a thorough and a deep description about the code and what I have right there. I'm just trying to give a very brief explanation about those things. So let's move on. You know the basic things about this HTML. HTML is not a case-sensitive language, so you don't have to bother a lot about the um, simple and capital cases here, upper and lower cases, in other terms. So every starting tag has a closing tag here in HTML like this. We have to write all the things under the HTML tag, and that is the tag that recognize our writing or code as an HTML code. So then there are two main sections as head and body. I have add an icon to an head, icon to head, title to head. You can see both those things, favicon and the um, title of head. So let's move back to the code. And when using CSS and JavaScript together with HTML, you have to remember this fact. CSS file should link to the head part of the HTML like this. I have linked it here using attributes, and the JavaScript file should link to the body part. It should link to the line just above the body closing tag. You can see I have linked it using src attribute to the script tag, script opening tag. So that's the thing. You can see I have divided the body part into main three divisions using div tag. This is the part responsible for the starting interface, as I told earlier. And this is the part responsible for the playing interface. And this is the part responsible for the game over interface or the last interface. So what I have done is that when I have used CSS to make the three parts or three divisions visible at the three different times. That means when the starting interface part is visible or this division is visible, other two are invisible or other two are hidden. In other terms, when the playing interface is visible, the first or the starting interface and the game over interface are hidden. When the game over interface is visible, the other two are hidden. So that's the concept I used through this whole process. And let's take a look at the CSS file like this. So this is the CSS file that I told you. I'm not gonna describe it thoroughly. You can see each division or each part has assigned a class CSS class, and their properties are listed down here like this. So these are the properties that maintains the characteristics or features of those the game, features of the game. These are the responsible properties for maintaining those features. So this is the JavaScript code of our project, and the JavaScript has the most responsible part to do in the project or the code. So here, when you are using JavaScript, you have to remember, take into your account that JavaScript is not like HTML. That means JavaScript is a case-sensitive language. So you have to be more careful when using JavaScript, because a simple error in the case will lead to the whole process or whole code be not working or malfunctioning likewise. So you have to be very much attentive to casing in JavaScript, and we give a special name to the casing method in JavaScript. We call it camel casing. Okay, so that's an additional fact. You can see this is a function key check, and this function manages the properties. I mean the main basic controls. By this function, it separately identifies what to do when I'm pressing the enter key and the space bar. So this is the part responsible for enter key, and each key in the keyboard has a specific ID like this. So what I've said here is that if the ID is equal to the enter key, or if this is the ID of enter key, just execute the following functions likewise. So in JS and other languages, in most of the languages, one equal sign means a sign operation, and two equal or double equal sign refers a Boolean operation, or true and false. That means it checks whether the right side value is equal to the left side value, and this performs the assigning operations. That means right side value is assigned to the left side value. Okay, that's all. And this is the function responsible for run, jump, creating those obstacles. And this is the simple math operation that we performed here in order to differentiate or vary the gap between two obstacles. I'm not gonna say more deep about that. So this is the part responsible for moving the code. And here, this is the part which manages whole thing. I mean, this is the most important part. That means it is the part responsible for dead function or dying thing. That means the stopping the game or ending the game when this our animated character struck on an obstacle. So this updates the score, and this is the thing moving in the background. You may have noticed that in our game, actually, this animated character doesn't move. It stays at the initial position, but the background is another. So function is the function responsible for moving the background, and yeah, this is the part, JS part, that manages that visibility. That means by function start linked to the here at that specified click button, it starts the gameplay, or it switches the initial position or initial interface to the gaming interface. That is the explanation that I can give you in the simple terms. So that's all about the code. And as I told you earlier, I suppose, oh, I wish to improve the game, or improve the game functions and all, like adding more difficulty levels, adding more levels, and yeah, more personality settings, like giving the ability to user to change the background, to change the animate character, and so on. But I wish to do things in future, in near future. I think I can do it. So we have come to end of our video. Hope you got the basic understand about my simple project. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye and have a nice day. Thank you.